Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jeremy here at ExtremeWeatherTracker.com, updating your tropical weather at 12:41 p.m. on August the 29th, 2012. You can see we have Isaac here, still looking fairly impressive on satellite imagery, located over the southeastern portion of Louisiana, New Orleans, this whole area in here, as well as Mississippi and back across Alabama and the Florida Panhandle, just getting pounded with heavy rains, high storm surge in this area, as well as in Alabama and Mississippi, and heavy winds, just getting really pummeled with Isaac over the last 12 to 24 hours as he came ashore here just south of the Mississippi River and actually stalled out for some time near Houma, Louisiana. So Isaac is continuing to move off to the northwest or west-northwest very slowly at about 6 miles per hour. Should be near Baton Rouge by this evening, and then on up into central Louisiana sometime tomorrow. Moving on off to the west-northwest or northwest, possibly coming into northeast Texas or Arkansas before making his turn to the north and then to the northeast. Now if we go over to the radar image, you can see the center of Isaac located here just to the northwest of Houma. You can see the eye coming across Houma here and moving toward Baton Rouge area. Still very impressive looking system. Part of the circulation is still over water here in the eye wall, and you can see as he moves on off to the northwest, continues to have a very well defined eye, although it's looking a bit more ragged as time goes on, but still a category 1 hurricane, and still got some impressive banding features out here into Mississippi, into Alabama, and also into New Orleans. Basically is in the eye wall as we speak. So these folks in this area definitely getting hit with some heavy rains and some impressive storm surges. I think amounts up to 12 feet in some area. I did see some pictures this morning of some homes in this area that's just flooded, water up to the rooftops. So these folks in this area just got pounded overnight as Isaac moved inland and just stalled in this area here and just sort of wandered around. So this is something they're going to have to deal with over the next probably day or two as he slowly works his way on off to the north and west, passing somewhere between Baton Rouge and Lafayette, Louisiana over the next 12 hours, and then moving on off to the northwest. So these folks in this area continue to get pounded by the worst of Isaac. 10 to 12 inches of rain already fallen in New Orleans and points east to there, and also Houma, Louisiana, right in the bullseye of Isaac here. Talking about Isaac's future track, if we go out to the model tracks, you can see Isaac located here over southeastern Louisiana, and the consensus brings it generally in this area to the northwest. Most of the models are in fairly good agreement, the only outlier being basically the NAM and the BAM's medium run, which want to bring Isaac more in a west-northwest path and into eastern Texas. We'll consider those outliers for the time being until we see better consensus, but most of the global models, the UK Met and the GFS, the European, bring it in this area, basically right across Louisiana into central Louisiana, and then northwestern Louisiana rather, and a couple bring it into northeastern Texas before turning Isaac off to the north and east over Arkansas, Missouri area, which those areas can really use the rainfall. So this is something we'll have to watch closely to see how slow Isaac moves and how much rain impacts in this area. I want to show you the rain forecast issued by the HPC. You can see 13 plus inches here in the southeastern portions of Louisiana and into northern Louisiana here, and all the way up into the basically the Great Lakes region, also receiving 5 to 6 inches of rain. And the Midwest here could really use this rainfall as it has been in a major drought over the last few months. As you can see, eastern Texas could possibly see 1, maybe 2 inches of rain out of this and some gusty north winds, but other than that, depending on the exact track, impacts here should be fairly minimal unless Isaac does decide to move on off to the west and northwest and impact these areas with a little bit more wind and rain. But for East Texas down into Southeast Texas, you guys should see maybe 1 to 2 inches of rain with a brisk north wind, 25 to 30 miles per hour, with possibly some gusts to tropical storm force. We'll just have to see as time goes on exactly what Isaac's impacts will be. But for now, you can see very impressive looking on satellite imagery, a very large system, probably with a category 2 or greater storm surge. You can see the outflow continues to be impressive. A bit of dry air is being entrained into the circulation off the land, but other than that, he is looking very impressive. And you can see the cloud cover actually extending into eastern Texas already, and some of the outer bands moving into the south central Louisiana, and we'll expect that to move more off to the north and west as time goes by, and Isaac makes his way to the northwest, affecting central Louisiana over the next 2 days or so. Isaac is moving very slowly, so the threat for heavy rainfall and storm surge exists at least for the next couple of days as Isaac moves his way northwestward very slowly. So this is something we're going to have to watch. I'll keep updating as current conditions change, and I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching today.